didn't even watch the last episode. I think it was either 18 or 17. I forget the last episode of the 3 that dropped today from Married at First Sight. Because I was so infuriated watching the first 2, I had to make a separate video. I had to make a video before I even watch what happens in the last episode. And this specific video, I'm going to make two videos. One is going to be about the women. This one, though, this is about the men. Yeah. This is about the men and how this is collectively the most trifling group of men I've ever seen collectively on a reality dating show. The most trifling group of men collectively. All of them are not trifling, but the majority of them, trifling. The thesis for this video is, and I'm quoting specifically from Caitlyn. Caitlyn said, when she was talking about Felipe, I think, she said, castrate him. Why does he still have balls? The end. That's what she said. She said, castrate him. Why does he even still have balls? I fell out when she said that because I feel that way about most of the men. Most of them. Castrate. Why do they even have balls? Let's get into it. Felipe, I'm on your ass first. Felipe wants a mother junior. He wants his mama and his sister times 2. That's what he wants. He don't want no wife. He wants another coddler. As we know, Felipe, his house, his room, his everything, his mama and his sister did it. He don't do shit. He sleep until 10 a.m. and go to the job that his mom and his sister got him. He don't do nothing in the house. He don't make her life easier. He don't do nothing but fuck bitches and go out and cause her havoc. And Felipe over there, he cackling when the group is voting him as the worst husband, and he don't understand why Tori upset about that. It's not about the fact that she cares what other people think. It's the fact that you agree with what they're saying, because if someone says something about me, I don't care if we're playing a game or not, I'm going to be like, no, that's not it. That ain't it. Or I'm a dead to shit like, nah, I'm not trying to play this game no more. You see how Devin, Caitlyn got, you know what I'm saying, picked for some of the questions, and Devin was like, yeah, nah, I'm not feeling none of that shit. That's how I would have been. Now I'm not feeling none of that. And I don't care. I would have made it so uncomfortable for the group that the group would have said, man, it's just a game. And I would have been like, it's not a game to me. That's not funny. And then y'all would have to pick somebody else, or we're going to end the game. So for him to not understand why Tori's upset at that, and then to flip it on her and say, I just need somebody that understands me. You're trying to change me. This is who I am. You got to accept me. I hate when people say that shit. I hate when people say that shit. Oh, that's just the way I am. So you got to live with it or not. There are certain situations and certain instances where, okay, I'm not telling you change yourself, but so, for example, right, I talk to my mother every day. I call my mother every day. When I get in a relationship, right, that's probably going to dwindle down. But is it going to cut off 100%? No, because I want to talk to my mother all the time, right? I might not talk to her 7 times a day, but I might talk to her once a day, right? Now, a man, if he came to me and said, I don't like the fact that you talk to your mama so much, I could say, that's how I am. But instead of 7 times a day, I'm going to call her once a day. You see how that's a compromise, but that still doesn't change who I am? That is the type of example that would elicit the response of, that's how I am. You have to accept me for me. But this man is talking about, he is okay with violating and disrespecting his wife. Now, what if Felipe would have said, yeah, okay, case in point, he said, I like to fuck bitches. That's just how I am. You got to accept it. So I'm supposed to just accept that because you're claiming that's how you are? Madness. And he is not considerate, which is the blanket statement of all the men. These men are inconsiderate, and they get a hard on from embarrassing their wives. These men get a hard on from embarrassing their wife. Sean gets a hard-on embarrassing Nikki. Felipe gets a hard-on embarrassing Tori. Mecca gets a hard-on embarrassing Belle Jolie. Adam gets a hard-on embarrassing Marissa. The only 2 people who don't embarrass their wives is Devin and Cameron. That's it. And all the other men, they get a hard on embarrassing their wife because on who? On who? On who? On who? On who? Mecca uttered his dirty, crusty ass mouth with them cornrows that's been his sister wedding, that outgrown, overgrown, fill-in black nail polish. On who? This man opened his mouth and said, yeah, she not my dream girl. Then Adam asked him a valid question and he lied. He said, so what are you into? You like blondes? You like this and this? He like, I don't see race. That means yes, but I don't want to confirm it to y'all. Because fast forward, the second episode of the 3 that dropped, when they said, who's your hall pass, this man named an Asian woman and a white woman. Even Felipe had enough sense in his brain to say a celebrity. And after your wife said, oh, my hall pass is Tori and Caitlyn and Marissa, because duh, why the fuck would I say another man that's sitting in front of me would be my hall pass? Your bitch ass named not one, but 2 bitches. And then you took one of the girls outside and you started flirting with Caitlyn with the damn floor-to-ceiling windows where everybody in the house can see. And then you gave the bitch your necklace. You playing around with her and she feeding into shit. And that's why I said I'm going to get into another video about the girls because y'all are also goofy. Because Caitlyn, your goofy ass feeding into the shit, having fun with them and shit. And your man can't even get a little side booty. He can't even get a little kiss. Y'all ain't kissed since the honeymoon? Hey, this show is insane. Insane. I said, these men are not considering the slightest, and the fact that both Tori and Belle said the same thing in separate situations just proves it. It proves that y'all are inconsiderate. Y'all say whatever the fuck y'all want to say and then think somebody's supposed to accept you for who you are because you say what you want to say. No. Hell no. I could never be with a man who cares more about getting his point across than considering how the point is going to make me feel. Because it's one thing to say, yeah, babe, your outfit, I see what you was trying to do there with it. Maybe, do this and this and this and do this instead. You see how I would receive that better than, yeah, that shit ugly as fuck. You look fat as shit in that outfit. Those are two comments that relayed the same thing. One was considerate of my feelings, though. The other one was inconsiderate. These men think that they should get a hall pass. They should be accepted for who they are because they're saying violent shit to their girls in the midst of other people. Because Mecca is more upset that the comment got back to Belle than the fact that he said the comment. How you more upset that somebody told me you was talking shit about me than the fact that you was talking shit? I don't believe in that whole, whatever I say with the boys stays with the boys, because, bitch, if you say some violent ass shit like, oh, yeah, I'm finna choke the shit out of my wife, I wish that bitch was dead. Why the fuck would you expect that to stay with the boys? If I found out that someone said such a comment about me and no one came back and told me, I would actually violate all of y'all. I would violate all of y'all. Every single one of y'all would have to see me, bruh. Dead ass. On the homies, bruh. This is crazy. And then, when this is going back to Felipe, when Felipe was on that bed yelling, yelling, and Tori was crying, that shit fucking did something to me because this bitch Tori been so strong this whole damn thing. And that emotional manipulation shit that she was telling the intermediate basic nigga, this is what she was talking about. Yeah. This is that emotional manipulation Tori was talking about to you, Mr. Paul. But your stupid ass talking about, oh, I don't think he intended to do that. Intent versus impact. If I said something to you and it didn't intend to come off some way, but that's how it impacted you, how you going, what? Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my God, oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. Them. What's the other thing I was going to say? Because I think it was one other thing I wanted to say. These men want to humble their wives. I think I already said that, but I want to expound on it a little bit more. These men want to humble their wives. Because on who? On who? Sean Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great and mighty fall. Bitch ass. Gonna tell Nikki. Gonna tell, hey, Nikki, you're so fine. You so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. He gonna tell Nikki that in Seattle, yeah, you a 10. I'm a 10 and I know it. But in New York, where I'm from, you a 7, basic bitch. Hey, these men want to be the bad bitches. These men want to be the bad bitches. Who gonna be the women? Who gonna be the women? Who gonna be the women, y'all? Who gonna be the women? They ask me every day, where's your husband? Do you see? Do you see what these men are saying to their wives? Do you see what these men are saying about their wives? This is a litmus test. This is a microcosm of the real world. Yeah. Anybody who want to know why a lot of women ain't got no husband, that want a husband or desire to be a wife, watch Married at First Sight. This is a microcosm of the world that we are dealing with. Yeah. Because that is insane to say to somebody when you look like that. When you look the way you look and you beg for coochie the way you beg for coochie, and you, by your own admission, it's because you're gay, but by your own admission, you were a virgin since you were, what, 29? Yeah. It's because bitches are not running after you. I won't even bust my legs open for you to get a whiff. You ain't got no coochie in over 20 years. Damn near. And you sitting up on this damn TV. Well, he ain't saying on TV, but she brought it on TV. You sitting up in my face telling me that in Seattle, I'm a 10, but New York, I'm a 7. And bitch, you can't even name 7 bitches who will open their legs for you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. These men want to humble these girls so bad because they not giving them no... Well, Sean ain't getting that. So he want to humble her and make her feel like, yeah, like, you're not even all that for real, so you might as well give me some. K-Wale on today. These men ain't shit. Yeah, these men ain't shit. These men ain't shit. These men ain't shit. And I honestly, in my opinion, everybody needs to break up. Cameron and Michelle, y'all can go right off into sunset since y'all are convinced y'all shit is Humpty Dumpty. So I don't know. I mean, y'all shit is glorious and all that shit. Even though I see shit in y'all shit as well. Like, all these relationships, they got problems, but the least problematic is Cameron and Michelle. Y'all can go ahead, right off into the sunset. The rest of y'all dead this shit. End this shit. All the other couples need to end it. None of you are going to have a great and luxurious marriage. Of course, there's going to be ups and downs, but y'all downs are going to be in the pits of hell. Y'all are already in the pits of hell, baby. You got a lot of climbing up to do, and y'all ain't got enough time to figure out if you want to climb. Baby, go ahead, dead the shit. This was the most insane 2 episodes I've watched, and like I said, the women, I'm on your ass next. I'm posting this video, and I'm on the women next because y'all are equally as not equally. Y'all are just as couple. Y'all also have some play in this bullshit.